Hey guys, Michael Griffiths here from Secrets of a Super Small Business. Certainly hope that your business is doing well, and leading up into Christmas time, hoping that there's going to be a bit of a spike or a boom in what you do to really enjoy those Christmas holidays. So what is probably the most important thing for a business? Well, I would have thought the most important thing was to get qualified leads coming in each day. Because if you have qualified leads coming in each day, it makes it a lot easier to then be able to go through a sales process and therefore be able to sell either your product or your service. So why qualified leads compared to any leads? I remember when I first was starting off in business, anytime anyone was interested in what I had to sell, I was very excited. However, I constantly found I had to do so much work to be able to get people to buy something because they weren't really interested. So therefore I really did have to sell and persuade them to be able to do what I wanted them to do. How does that work out in the long run? Not real good is the simple answer. People might get something once, but you want people to be able to repeat buy. You want people to be able to refer you. You want people to be able to rant and rave about how good your product or service is. They're not going to do that if they didn't really want your product or service in the first place. So therefore, if you go out and you have systems in place that bring you qualified leads, you're more likely to be successful in getting someone who actually wants your product or service, who actually needs your product or service, in which your product or service will actually solve the problem that they have at that point in time. By solving someone's problem, you automatically have a raving fan. You automatically have someone who is going to go out there and speak about you, your product, your service in such a high way that it's going to attract other people to you. So how are you going about getting qualified leads each day? Secrets of a Super Small Business talks all the time about different ways to get leads. But you've got to work out what is a qualified lead for you, and how do you know that they're a qualified lead? That becomes sort of the key question there, because otherwise you're going to spend so much time trying to persuade someone to do something rather than actually just having a simple, easy sell, because the person knows that you've got the solution to the problem. Hope that's been helpful. Hopefully you can certainly go out there and put in a system that brings you qualified leads through whichever marketing strategies you decide to use. Just remember though, that you should never have to actually persuade somebody to buy your product or service. It should be a great fit in terms of you have the solution to their problem.